Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to the XCOM Tactical Legacy Pack. I had some people say yesterday that they would like the game audio to be louder, so I turned it up a bit. Let me know in the comments of this one if it is up enough. And also, while I was fiddling around in the options menu, I remembered something. As part of the Tactical Legacy Pack, they've enabled you to play the game with the XCOM 2 soundtrack. They've enabled you to play, I believe, all of XCOM 2 with the XCOM 2 soundtrack or the soundtrack of the first game in the rebooted, the recent new series, or like a weird remastering, remixing of the very first XCOM game's music tracks. So I think we're going to enable that for a little while. Let's see how that sounds. And let's get to it. Unfortunately, I lost the audio, the mission audio for this, but it turns out there's an Advent strike force. We're going to rescue some civilians. Clearly, we've moved forward in the narrative quite a bit here, because now we have Sky Ranger back. He didn't actually say a lot about this, but okay, I guess we're further into the war now. Because he did mention during the VO for the last mission that Advent wasn't really around yet, right? So you can see we've got a better quality of gear here, with some fancier equipment on it. Let's have this unit move up first. I would love it if we could find aliens before we actually have to move our ranger, so that we know where to move our ranger to get a good shot. That said, I'm not sure I want to double move forward into a potential alien ambush. Let's take the ranger up to here. Give our sniper... I'm a little worried about having our sniper be like back here, because the walls of this bus stop could break line of sight to things that we need to see. That said, we also can't really afford to be too slow, because of the fact that Advent, I'm sure, will be killing civilians here. If we're going to save 6 civilians, we kind of have to be on the move.
On your order.
We're going to slow roll it a little bit this first turn. And I really just don't... I don't have a great cover for the sniper. I don't have a great position where the sniper's going to have, like, clear lines of sight to everything and also cover. I wish there was something we could get on top of. I'm just going to stay, like, way back here. I'm a little worried that if I ran to the tree, as good as the tree is as cover, I'm a little worried that if I ran up there we might reveal something, because it is one space further in this direction than the rest of our troops are. Okay, yep, that's exactly the sort of thing I was worried about. Maybe at this point you guys want to patrol forward into the Overwatch trap? Wouldn't that be fun? Come on. Come on. You know you want to. Nope. They're apparently just going to move around very, very slowly in the fog.
And my little team had already racked up a respectable kill count by the time we moved in on the bar. That was the only explanation I could come up with, because it didn't take long for a whole lot of aliens to close on our position.
So I do want to talk about strategy a little bit here. We could have put a couple of our guys into Overwatch before moving up, since we were pretty confident we would alert that pack by moving up, and then gotten Overwatch shots on them while they were running to cover. Generally speaking, I like to preserve our options a little bit more than that, but I would be hard-pressed to say that would be like the wrong thing to do. Also, I'm a little bummed out that these cars are pretty bombed out already, because I would love to blow up these cars. So we've had our proximity mine replaced with incendiary grenades. Incendiary grenades are pretty good at dealing damage to things that are biological. It turns out people mostly don't like to be on fire. So let's see about the application of some grenades over here. We can't blow these cars up any more than they are already blown up. And we don't want to blow this car up, because we'd love to save that civilian. Let's see about this fire grenade. You can catch those two guys with it. This unit right here, the one with the red armor, is considerably more dangerous than the other two. I want to be sure we're doing stuff to him. Alright. 2 damage and we've set him on fire. The fire is going to deal more damage at the beginning of every turn. I mean, if you've played a video game before, you know how fire effects are usually modeled in video games. But being on fire also prevents you from using many of your special abilities. And I really want to kill that officer off. We could just drop a grenade on his head. Probably, no, it won't be lethal. Well, you know, it might be lethal. It's going to do 3 damage to him. Also, this soundtrack is very good so far. I like this a lot. It's a little, the music's a little more Wolfenstein, and that works very well for me. If this does 3 damage to him, I don't remember if the burning effect does 2 damage per turn, and unfortunately, I don't think we can get. I don't think we can get the tooltip on that. Yeah, I'm just going to go for this. I think it's going to kill him. Again, we got to aim this very carefully so that it does not destroy the car he's using as cover. Ordinarily, that would definitely be the play, but let's try to have some of the civilians survive, shall we? I was hoping we'd get lucky and get 4 damage on the grenade, and then it would definitely be a kill. Alright, so at this point, pot shots? We have a pretty good shot on that guy, even though he's in low cover because we have an advanced scope, and we're like, at this point our soldiers are leveled up a little bit and they're just better at their jobs. We could drop an EMP grenade. Okay, that doesn't do anything. There's no electronics around here. I'm a little worried that she's pretty flankable in her current position. What does the sniper have? Sniper doesn't have a bad shot on that guy, and this advanced, very fancy anti-material rifle really, really does damage. Deadeye will give us a small aim penalty for a significant damage boost. How significant? So 9 to 12 is a guaranteed kill. That guy has 8 health. Whereas a normal shot is not a guaranteed kill, but the normal shot is so much more likely. I'm having a hard time wanting to take the other shot at him. I think I'm going to go for this. More than a 50% chance to get this guy at least really close to death. Alright, it was worth a shot. Apparently, even Bao Zhang can miss sometimes. If I move to here, I have a flank on that guy. We just put him away. I'm certain that the burning effect is not going to do 3 damage. I mean, it's better if he is not doing stuff. We still have a pretty good shot on the other guy, but I think at this point it's very unlikely we're going to kill that other guy, so let's just make sure this dude goes down. Yeah, I like this soundtrack a lot. This is real good. Let's see here. 66% chance to deal non-lethal damage, I think is probably the wrong play when our unit is totally flankable. I think what we should do is move to a safer position. Right, because this guy... Okay, the burning does do 3, so actually that guy would have been dead. Well, better safe than sorry, I suppose. Yeah, see, this guy was going to move to a position like this, and then he could very well have just shot our flanked unit. Boy, that seems like poor sportsmanship. He doesn't even want to survive. He just wants to kill as many innocent people as he can on his way out.
There were still some independent businesses out there trying to survive the occupation back then. In a few areas, things almost seemed normal. But Agnet wasn't having it.
Nice.
Constantly changing restrictions on unauthorized food sources made it almost impossible not to move to the new city centers.
What I would really like to do here is kill this guy without spending any more resources. You know, we could get him pretty cleanly with a grenade, but... I'm trying to figure out... Okay. I just have the sword strike. This runs Bradford pretty far forward, and that's dangerous. But it's guaranteed to work, and nobody else has a guaranteed shot. And here's the thing. The reason it's dangerous to run over there with Bradford is that he might reveal us to a new pack of aliens, right? So if I'm concerned about revealing new aliens, the right play is to make sure we have as many actions left as possible to weaken that pod of aliens before their turn. We could avoid running over there by just shooting at this guy with everybody else. But every action we spend puts us in a worse position if we all miss and we end up having to have Bradford do the thing. However, I just saw our way out of it. This support cannon has an advanced stock, so we're going to do 2 damage to that guy if we shoot at him, even if we miss. Let's just take care of it. Stocks are pretty good. Alright,
Vale, voy.
I don't really want to move people to positions where they're going to see any new tiles here.
Todo cubierto.
I guess the less we push, the more we're allowing Advent to kill civilians. But also, we just spent a bunch of actions. I'm very nervous about moving forward here. The enemies are tough, and like we don't have our sniper, and
Todo
I'm going to
cubierto.
wait out one more turn.
It's on.
Ooh, okay, mechs. That's dangerous. I gotta say, this was somewhat divisive, it seems like. I think people... Well, hold on.
Good stuff was still floating around out there in the territories. All highly illegal, of course. If you couldn't trade for it, you could always try your luck in the abandoned cities. A lot of people disappeared chasing vices of the old world back then.
When XCOM 2 came out, it added a bunch of missions that had, like, timers and situations like this where there's like, a lot of pressure to move forward and to not play at the safest possible pace, which is a good change, because playing at the safest possible pace in XCOM 1 was pretty boring. Like, there was a strategy that was really, really safe and correct to do in almost all situations that was just really not fun to execute. And if you give the players the option between playing in a way that is good but safe and not that fun, or not safe but more fun, they will almost always choose the good path. People want to win at games. So I think it was a really good move that they made, going to the timers and the pressure to move forward. But man, people freaked out. I don't know what it is, but a lot of gamers have like this like a pathological opposition to there ever being a timer of any kind. Like, how dare you make it so that the way I am initially intuitively wanting to play isn't the best possible way to play? It's it's a very strange thing. So we only need to actually rescue 6 civilians to win. I know that I'm talking about human lives here, but 1, 2, 3, like 4, 5. There's someone in there. I kind of think we can slow roll it one more turn and still be safe. We have to manage the amount of civilians that we lose, but they're only killing 1 civilian per turn. We know they're in there. If I move forward... I guess I can move forward a little bit more with this unit without revealing anything new.
Moving to position.
But I really, really don't want to take a chance of revealing new enemies this turn, so I'm going to be very cautious about my move up.
Poniéndome en guardia.
That's especially bad with Bradford, because Bradford really wants to be close in the first place because of the shotgun, but it's like... He's in a really bad position here. And if I move to here, I'm concerned that I will... Because we're really close to seeing them. If I move to here, I'm concerned that I will. I'm just going to have him reload.
I'm ready.
He's not going to get much of an Overwatch shot at this distance with a shotgun anyway. Oh, they moved deeper into the building. Interesting. Also, another pack has become visible on the roof. Apparently. I don't know how she saw that. Oh, they've got a priest with them. Okay. Yeah, you should definitely run, dude. This could be a little trickier. I love these dudes dropping down to the ground level, though.
Advent
What I
is
don't
still in the
love...
early
Wow.
stages of establishing itself as the new global front. But we ran into some of their first troops that day outside the bar. I was pretty confident we'd come out on top, but even I was impressed by how well we handled these guys.
Bradford, don't set me up for failure. I'm a little concerned about how close that other pack is. They were, like, right here, right? Yeah, because this is as far as we've seen into the mission. So, I'm a little worried that by moving Bradford forward to get good flanking shots on these guys, I might pull the other pack, which could be disastrous. Hold on, what's Zeng got right now? Okay, Zeng's got a pretty clean shot on that guy. I think we should probably just take this. Ah, that sucks.
Not good.
You can see there a little bit of what I was talking about in the previous video. He's only got half cover from this side instead of full cover because she actually shot a big hole in the wall. Let's see, we could move up to here pretty safely, I think. Do we see where the edge of... Yeah, the mission map edge is over there. I'm fairly confident there are no enemies in this direction. I think this is a safe move to full cover in a position that's going to make it difficult for these guys to move around safely. Unfortunately, she doesn't actually have a clean shot on anyone, because everybody has cover from their bottom left. But she also, like, she can't get to a position where she's flanking anybody anyway.
Te haré caso.
And her shot's not too bad on these guys. So we probably want to have a grenadier shoot at that dude. We can guarantee that kill. Bradford can... Bradford can't quite find a position where he's got this flank, because he needs to be in this row or column, however you want to see it, at the very least, to get the flank shot. And I can't do that because of this big car. Well, I could just run over there. Yeah, I could get inside and take cover this way, but I'm pretty sure this is going to pull... That's going to reveal us to those dudes. We could use the normal frag grenade that is left here to solve this problem. I don't think I want to hit this guy as much as I want to destroy the priest's cover. If I was a little closer, I could hit both. I could kill this guy and that guy. As it is right now, I can remove his cover. I'm just trying to figure out, like, how do we deal with enough of these enemies this turn? Removing this guy's cover is not a priority because we can just kill him easily with any of the cannon units. I have an incendiary grenade left. We have the demolition ability, which we can target at a unit to just blow their cover up. That may be what we do. I may have Nitro move around here. Demolition on this guy. The grenade would be more effective in the sense that it would destroy him. It would destroy his cover and do damage to him. But... Oh, actually, they don't both have demolition. They have different skills. Alright, let's... But we have a limited number of grenades. You can do demolition as many times as you want. With the understanding that it burns ammo. Like, what's my actual shot on this dude? It's not very good. I think we want to kill his cover. Deals no damage, takes 2 turns worth of fire. Or 2 turns worth of ammunition.
Venga, espabila.
It didn't work. Okay, we're having a little bit of bad luck here. Really, really don't want to have to use one of my very few frag grenades. So we can just take that shot. It's pretty likely to do some damage at least. We do have our Mimic Beacon, but I don't want to use it just yet. I want to have the Mimic Beacon available for the pack that has the giant robot in it. Hopefully that's an understandable impulse. Maybe we do just use the frag grenade. Because as it is right now, we're going to get shot at no matter how we do this. And I'd really like to limit the number of times we get shot at. But also, it's not that likely that that priest is going to shoot at us because he may very well just, like, do magic. I'm going to take this shot. Let's see if we get some damage. Okay. Rolled max damage on that. So now the question is... With our advanced stock, which one of them do we kill? Bradford doesn't quite have the movement to get to this position. What I'd really like to do is get him to here, shoot that guy, which probably would still work even though the cover is tough, because of the fact that he has the shotgun. It's so effective at close range. I'm gonna take a pot shot at the priest here. We're north of 50%. If we don't get him, I'm not sure what we'll do. Okay. But getting him makes it pretty obvious that we fire the stock cannon at the other guy. Oh hey, and his weapon has a hair trigger. He gets a free action. Every once in a while, when he fires his gun, he gets a free action. So unfortunately, that action's not super good here. Hold on, we'll figure out what we're doing with you in a second. We're definitely just shooting at this guy. Do I want to move up first? Probably, right? Yeah, I think it makes sense to move up to here, so we're in a better position for next turn, and let's just stalk this dude out. Now we just have one enemy left. And I think we're all out of actions, right? Yeah, Central's bonus action is the only thing we have. We can move him up, but it's not guaranteed to be safe to do so. Again, just concerned about that other pack. At this range, we might actually get a reasonable Overwatch shot if this guy does something crazy, but it's difficult to imagine him move... Like, what's he going to do? He could run up to here, maybe, to try to get a cleaner shot on us. That would give me an Overwatch shot, but I'm wondering if maybe my better move is just to, like, reload or something. Let's be hopeful. Let's live in hope. Oh, no. Yeah, that's not great. Oh, and that pack became aware of us. Well, this is the thing I was saving all of those resources for. Nice try, Bradford. It's a good shot. It went right between the thing's legs. That wasn't so bad. Oh, there's another pack over there. Okay, well, a lot of aliens on this mission. A lot of bad dudes. That's not great. Because this car is on fire now. So we have to move. I just lost 2,000 points for getting hit by a grenade. Rough.
We didn't have the slightest clue what these Advent goons were barking about back then. Not that it mattered. The more of them we took out, the more I started to see that with the right people, there was still a chance we could make a difference out here.
This is inconvenient. So she's out of ammo. We gotta reload. What I would really like to do is reload and also throw a grenade, but that guy's just out of range. She's doing a really good job of blunting my attacks against him. So we have the battle scanner. When thrown, we can get some vision. This is a useful thing for, like, situations like the one we were in before where we didn't quite know where the enemies were. Not so good now. So I think Zhang just maybe doesn't... Zhang doesn't have a turn, really. Got a pretty soft set of plays coming up here. We're definitely going to be using Bradford's Mimic Beacon. We are in deep here. And that is what you use the Mimic Beacon for, to help you get out of situations that you are where you are in over your head. He also has to get away from this car. And he has to do all that stuff while remaining close enough that next turn he can be a threat with his shotgun. Or his sword. It's going to be a tough one. I don't think we know what we want to do with her yet. It could be reload and move. It could be... We actually don't have a pistol shot on anybody right now. It's almost certainly just reload and move, but we'll figure it out once we have a better handle on things here. Let's see, I could use my grenade to... What's the situation like in here? This faceless, this guy's behind the bar. So they have a couple of flamethrower units now. The flamethrower units do pretty much what you would expect. And they are dangerous. They also sometimes explode when you kill them. So that's interesting. That could work in our favor if they were arranged a little bit differently. Right now, they're doing a pretty good job of keeping their distance from the other enemies. Well, we have to deal with this guy. We have to deal with everybody. It's just a lot. We're in a lot of trouble here. Let's start by dealing with this guy, both because I think I can take him down pretty easily, and because the faceless melee attack has a tendency to destroy your cover. We're definitely reloading. Oh, she can reload and fire in the same turn? Hold on. Yeah, you can't move and fire in the same turn. You can reload and fire. I'm going to chalk that one up to me being rusty at the game. Alright, hold on. We're gonna hold off on that one. Because we may use an explosive to destroy his cover. If I did... Oh, I can't quite get his cover and also this Grenadier or this Grenadier's actual cover. That's a shame. Well, we might destroy his cover inadvertently while trying to do something else. That's also a possibility. This guy no longer has a grenade. He just has his rifle. but his rifle's pretty dangerous. I think our best play this turn is going to be to focus on these 3 targets. We're going to use the Mimic Beacon to buy us some time. I'm going to fall back a little bit as I throw it, I think, because I believe this pack of dudes up on the roof is not actually active yet. They haven't seen us. They're just killing civilians. If we move forward, we might wake them up. It's pretty far away. And I would like to be closer. Maybe I could move you, and then we can move Bradford to this position, so at least I'm not moving back very far while getting away from the explosion.
Heading out.
Take cover behind this little sign here. This is definitely a very safe thing to do. So with the stock, we can take this shot and open this guy up to being killed in a lot of different ways. I think we're going to try to preserve our grenades for another turn. You don't have any kind of shot from where you are. Somebody's got to finish off the Faceless, is what I'm thinking. So I'm going to take this shot here. We're north of 50%. We're not going to blow up that guy's cover. Maybe we get lucky, maybe we don't. But I think this is worth doing. If it hits, which it's likely to do, but it doesn't kill him, which it could have done by doing minimum damage, then we would have known that we wanted to stalk that guy. As it is now, I think we just shoot this guy here. Finish him off nice and clean. You can just keep crouching exactly where you are, and I think we just take the pot shot here. If you're not going to move, you may as well reload before firing. So firing will end your turn, but reloading will not. Okay. Just stacking up the damage, getting started. You move to... And this is a very flankable position. But with the Mimic Beacon out, it may not matter. And I really don't want to run forward. Although, I guess, if this position isn't visible to them... This one's a little closer in this plane, but a little further in this plane, so it's actually probably fine then. Yep, then we just Mimic Beacon out into the open. In a place where all 3 of these guys have a pretty clean shot on it. Enemy units hate holograms. Either that or they really hate Bradford. And this is the Bradford they can see. Alright, so those guys jumped down off the roof. One of them did. And they have now become active. But because this is the turn where they saw us, they don't actually get to attack at all. Now these dudes with the sword-looking things, they are a real concern. That guy's just focused on civilians because he is a hateful, hateful person.
By now, we had definitely gotten someone's attention. The aliens were down a couple of dozen kills, and we were taking our sweet time clearing out every last one of them. For people that came out here as scavengers, my new pals had almost forgotten about looking for gear.
Okay, I think we gotta do something like this. So first of all, the robot's a big, big danger. He has 2 armor right now. The grenade will strip some of his armor off. It'll also take all of the cover away from the 2 stun lancers and damage one of them. I think that's gotta be the right play. It'll open them up to lots of easy flank shots, and stun lancers are very, very dangerous units. But real quick, I just want to see here, do we have... Okay, we do not have the specialist ability that allows us to hack and take over robotic enemies, so that's a little bit of a shame. We can move to here and just shotgun that guy's face clean off. Yeah, we have a lot of options once we do this grenade. Let's throw the grenade out there. I think this is definitely right. If you're gonna just end your turn without moving, though, you may as well reload first. I'm glad you're excited about it.
Get ready for a surprise.
It's less of a surprise if you shout about it while you're doing it. Alright, so we took one of his points of armor off, and now all those dudes are in the open. Let's figure out the sniper shot. 89% chance to just take that guy's entire head off. Seems like the right play. I can't actually see how much health he has here. He has at least 7s. This is not guaranteed to be lethal, but we can set him up to be killed even by a miss from one of the cannons, or she can just, you know, put it right through his eye. You know how Zhang does. Glad to see the old Zhang back again. The guys inside are all dead. We still have to worry about the shield bearer up on the roof, but he's not actually that dangerous if we can just get a couple of these other guys down first. So one of the things that's really dangerous about the Stun Lancers is that their melee attack gives them a chance of immediately knocking your troops unconscious, even if it doesn't kill them. They can take you down in a single hit from any amount of health. That's why I am prioritizing him very highly. Oh man, we missed the 91. That hurts a lot, actually, because we only have 2 guns left, and I really need to make sure the robot dies and also that this purifier dies. Like, that was unbelievably bad. That's a lose the game type miss. So how do we figure this out now? We can put Bradford in a position... Let's see, we could flashbang. Although, of course, they always do manage to stand just so that we cannot flashbang them all. Alright, we need to get that Stun Lancer down. Ugh, this sucks. We are 1 point of movement short of every piece of cover. Like, this would be great, this would be great, this would be good. So we can't actually see the Stun Lancer. As it stands right now, I cannot finish that Stun Lancer off. I could just stand in the open and shoot at him, but that seems like suicide. If I stand right here, I still can't see him. You can see the targeting reticles on the health bars of anybody that I am allowed to shoot from that position. Yeah, right here I can't see him. Well, we may have to just let the Stun Lancer do his thing. I really don't like that. We could shoot the Advent Mech. It has 7 health left plus 1 armor. If we do the full 8 damage, this will be lethal. I think I'm going to move up a little bit first. If we get the full 8 damage on it, this will be lethal. If we don't get the full 8 damage on it, I think Bradford has to finish it off. The robot needs to go down. You see that cannon on its back? That is not ornamental. Ah, we rolled 7. Okay, Bradford has to finish that off. The downside of that should be pretty obvious to everybody. We cannot kill that thing while also killing anything else. So they have a flamethrower who gets to take a turn. I could move to a position where I can try to shoot the flamethrower down, but the danger there is obviously that if the flamethrower dies, he might explode. I do not believe his explosion will be long enough range to kill the robot. So I think in order for this to work out, we need to move Bradford far enough forward that he's the Stun Lancer's first target. Because remember, he has Blade Storm. So if the Stun Lancer tries to run up and knife him, he might just kill it instead. So he can handle that. What we really need to happen here is the robot's got to die. That's just not, it's not optional. And what we really need to happen here is this happens and we get our hair trigger goes off. Because otherwise that flamethrower unit gets a turn and there's nothing I can do about it. And neither Bradford nor the Grenadier was capable of killing the robot by themselves. We had to devote 2 actions to that. Okay, so now we're going to take a ton of damage. Or he's going to miss everybody. We're not going to be able to move around very much, though. This guy's probably going to run down and engage his shield. Yep. This is not a big deal. So he gives the enemies some shield HP. That guy disregards our team entirely. I believe that was the last civilian we're allowed to lose.
They're flanking my position.
That's not great. Okay. That's really not great. Yeah, this thing where all of the packs on this mission were grouped up together so that we could only activate them all at once. Probably killed us. So that guy has a bunch of armor. He's given all of the other enemies around him 3 bonus HP that disappear if we kill the shield bearer. But he's annoying to kill, and we may not be able to do that. Like, we may not have the time to do that. Unfortunately... Boy, we're not going to be able to do this, are we? Yeah, I think this is a loss. We would have to prevent them from killing any more civilians, which should be pretty easy, but we've missed a lot of high percentage shots here. And at this point, I think our options are pretty slim. So we know the Stun Lancer's in the car. As far as we know, these are the last 4 units. And we have to kill them all this turn. How are we going to kill the shield bearer in time? We can run to here and get a flank on him. Spray him with the gigantic minigun. And that has the advantage of removing some of his armor. We're definitely going to have to attack him with more than one person no matter how we do this. So it makes sense to start with one of the miniguns. Really, that's a 68%, despite the fact that I'm flanking him and I'm close to him. He has a defense skill that lowers our chance to hit. That is crummy. I believe we don't get the armor removal if I miss, like if we do damage just because of our stock. Well, I mean, 68% is pretty good, and also we actually don't have any other options, so do it. Okay, so we cleared his armor, we took off his shield. Now, if we just kill him with somebody else, like, say, our other minigun unit. Ooh, I'd have to run through a fire to get to that spot. I mean, this gets me a flank, and the only reason this is bad is because this guy's flanking this position, but that won't be true anymore in a second here.
I'm on it.
You know, when he's dead. Please don't miss this. Okay, well that is probably the mission right there. I don't think we have enough shots to be missing things.
See.
Okay. So now, all we have to do is kill this guy and that guy with Bradford's turn. We have to get a hair trigger proc. It's not impossible. No, wait, this guy's still alive. So actually it doesn't matter, because they almost always prioritize killing a civilian. So we'd have to kill all 3 of them with Bradford's turn in order to prevent them from killing any civilians. I guess one thing we can do is we can throw the flashbang grenade out. Is there a position where I can actually get them both with it? Yeah, right here. That'll significantly reduce their aim, and maybe we'll get lucky and they'll miss when they attempt to kill civilians? Where do I want to move to before I throw that? Probably like here? Put myself between the Stun Lancer and the civilians and maybe get lucky and have him path close enough to me that I kill him with my sword if he tries anything. The other thing we could do is we could actually move into melee range of this guy and then just stop there and shoot at that dude and maybe kill him, but obviously the danger there is that if we kill him with Blade Storm, he might explode. That would be pretty bad. I think we have to run to here and throw the flashbang. That's our best chance of all the civilians survive, but like this guy's not flashbanged. He's pretty far away from all the surviving civilians, but he has clean shots on some of them. We don't really have a lot of options here. I believe an advanced hair trigger gives you a 10% chance of an action, of a bonus action, but I guess it wouldn't matter because we don't have enough bullets in our gun to kill 2 enemies anyway. It would be get the bonus action and then use it to reload. Alright, so where was that spot? There was a spot where we got both of them, right? A little bit further forward. Man, maybe I can't throw it to whatever that extremely precise place was from here. Oh, here it is. Here it is. Alright, well, we disoriented them both. That guy is a fake civilian. So that's not great. And unfortunately, he's allowed to attack Bradford without triggering Bladestorm because his melee range is longer than Bradford's is. Okay. While disoriented, that guy chose not to move, and there we go. That guy hits the shot even through the disorient, and so we lose the mission. I'm not sure what happens here. Do we get a retry?
We definitely saved some of those people before the aliens got to them.
Yeah, Bradford's like, oh, no, hold on. I'm telling the story wrong. Here's what's happening. I'm telling the story wrong.
The map was driving us towards what looked to be some kind of freight yard. But first we had to cut across the edge of town near a local dive bar. I remember being genuinely excited at the prospect of finding a nice, stiff drink. Unfortunately, the arrival of Advent had ushered in a new era of restrictions and bans, which meant pretty much anything that you might consider fun was outlawed. Still, there was a chance I might find something good out there in the boonies.
There you go. That's what it was. I was just trying to get all this mission narration for you guys.
With all the hallmarks of an Advent sweep gone south. In those days, they were rounding up stragglers pretty aggressively, and it didn't take much to provoke a fight. We never did find out who it was, but odds are they were either convinced to move to a city center or dumped in a mass grave somewhere.
So here's the thing: we get to do the mission again, but this time with a little bit of foreknowledge. It's not necessarily going to be the same packs in the same positions, but we could probably pull this group on the first turn by moving Bradford up to here. This group that was right there. This is a pretty safe positioning as cover from the two sides that they could get to. But I'm a little worried that if we don't manage to kill them all, they could use a grenade to clear Bradford's cover and then just obliterate him, which is definitely not how the situation went. But we probably just have to be more aggressive, right? I have to stop them from killing so many civilians. This is that forward pressure thing I was talking about. We're going to have to take some risks, make some plays we wouldn't otherwise make, you know, have a little bit of fun with it. Alright, let's blow some stuff up, probably. That's probably right. Blowing up that car is still bad. Why did the civilians have to take cover behind any car that we could blow up in a useful way? It's like they hate living.
Moving to position.
Yeah, we're not close enough to get a good cover destruction anyway here. Well, we can just shoot at people. Where's the other minigun? She can get a little closer. Can we get... I can't quite shoot that guy without hitting the car. Maybe I should just accept that that civilian is in grave danger. It's unlikely we would cause the car to blow up right now. Probably what will happen is we'll set the car on fire and it will explode later. You know, it'll explode at the beginning of the Advent turn, I'm pretty sure. It will kill that civilian. But it also... Yeah, maybe we shouldn't do that part. We should just do, like... I can't quite... see, they're standing exactly far enough apart, these two, that I can only destroy the fence in front of one of them. Well, why don't we destroy this guy's cover? I guess I could do that with, if I'm only destroying one person's cover, we could try to do that with the demolition skill instead. There you go, sometimes that works. Unfortunately, it didn't destroy the good piece of cover. Yeah, that actually really sucks. We needed that to go down. This looks bad. Okay, had a little recording gear crash there. We're good. I haven't haven't made any moves in the interim. Alright, let's try to figure this out. So I think we're going to have to... The demolition may as well have missed. That was basically a total wash. Yeah, we're going to have to do something a little crazy here. Unfortunately, we can't actually fire this grenade in such a way that it destroys the car and hits that guy. But I think we're going to trade that civilian out. It feels bad, but also... we really have to get some damage going here. And this is a pretty good grenade. There we go. Now we have our opening. That's what we needed. So now we have a sniper who can't move and fire the rifle in the same turn. And who has a pretty bad shot from where she's standing. So I think this is definitely a move up turn for the sniper. We can move up and at least take a pistol shot. Yeah, 50% soften this guy up, so we're much more likely to get him in 1 on the next turn. We could also throw a pistol overwatch out and try to catch this guy as he flees from the explosion. That might actually be more likely to get a kill. Or to get a hit, anyway. I'm going to try that. Because this is going to blow up. Wow. Oh, you know what? Cars explode at the beginning of my turn, not at the beginning of the enemy turn. Wow, jeez. Okay, good news and bad news there. The good news is that civilian ran, and this guy didn't run. So we're at least going to get some damage from the exploding car without killing any civilians. But to be honest with you, I'm feeling pretty rusty.
And my little team had already racked up a respectable kill count by the time we moved in on the bar. That was the only explanation I could come up with, because it didn't take long for a whole lot of aliens to close on our position.
Alright, we can't quite get a flank on this guy. That's what I was looking for. I guess we don't need to. He has 2 health. I'll just stalk him. So let's move up. But we can plan to kill him with the stock with Nitro. We can't get such a good position. We can move Demon up to here and get a clean flank shot on that guy. Let's take that. There you go. That's what I want to see. So yeah, we'll have Nitro move up to the nearest pretty safe position and just finish that guy off with the stock, which is guaranteed to work. I do love things that are guaranteed to work. Also, hey, sometimes you hit a 35% shot. So we cannot play this as safely as I am inclined to play it. We definitely have to move up pretty aggressively. I don't really want to pull another pack this turn when we only have, what, like 3 actions left? Yeah. That would be putting us in significant danger, but we can't just sit back. We have to kill these guys pretty quickly. Right, let's have you move up to... Honestly, I'd really like her to be in the position that Bradford's in now, so we need to move him before we move Zhang. Don't want to move up too much. I'm very concerned that moving up behind this car might unlock some things. But you know what? We're way more likely to see enemies if we're standing at the edge of the car. It might be safe to move him up to a position like in the middle of the car where he can't see around the far corner. Yeah, that worked out okay. I'm going to have you move up to here. This should be a position from which we have pretty clean sight lines. Well, except this thing's blocking me, isn't it? Yeah, let's move her up even a little bit more. I think this should be safe. If he's not seeing anybody from where he is. Have you double move up. Yeah, we just have to clean out the packs a little bit faster. First of all, to give them fewer turns to kill civilians, and secondly, to hopefully prevent them from clumping up quite so much. Okay, wow, nice reflexes there, Bradford. I'm also kind of surprised he could see that, again, since he's not at the edge of the vehicle. We just took that trooper all the way apart. Alright, so this pack is going to be a priest and 1 trooper then. They're going to advance on us, and if we move forward at all, we're likely to pull the robot pack.
Independent businesses out there trying to survive the occupation back then. In a few areas, things almost seemed normal, but Advent wasn't having it. Constantly changing restrictions on unauthorized food sources made it almost impossible not to move to the new city centers.
This is tricky because we don't know exactly where that other guy is. I think he took cover over here probably, but we don't know for sure because we can't see. So this might be a good time to use that battle scanner. But also, I would love it if Zane could just, like, shoot people, you know? Okay, well, we gained vision over a bunch more area, but not enough. Also, we probably have to heal Reyes. Like, she might die if we don't spend our specialist turn throwing out this heal. So probably we have to do that. But the specialist should also probably move up so that she's in a better position to do some damage next turn.
Vale, voy. Ayúdalos.
Okay. I don't love using a turn on healing, but I also think that that was definitely right. Losing a unit's bad for our score, and also, you know, bad for having lost a human life. That's a real problem. Part of me wants to just take this coin flip, but it's not, I don't know that we're there yet.
Heading out.
Okay. That is not good. I was hoping that we were far enough back that that wasn't going to happen. This is why I wanted her to do that before Bradford's turn, so that Bradford can spend his turn throwing out his Mimic Beacon, which he now probably has to do. The good news is, this thing just ran out into the open. The bad news is that my troops cannot fire guns. Bradford, interestingly, seems to remember everybody as being deeply, deeply incompetent. Which probably says something about how he actually feels about the members of XCOM. Alright, so we can't get a good grenade shot off. She's already moved, remember. She really just doesn't have much in the way of plays. Alright, hold on. We'll come back to you, Reyes. Bradford definitely just has to throw his Mimic Beacon out. We can't... We cannot survive the amount of fire that's going to come back at us this turn. We can probably finish off the big robot before it gets to actually shoot us, since we'll have this action plus another action coming up. We're not going to kill it with the sniper rifle, so let's have the sniper just take this guy who ran to a position that is flanked by her.
Enemy eliminated.
And then we don't really have any other actions available here. I think we probably just take this shot, even though it's not, like, Reyes has nothing of value to do. We could reload here, but she just has expanded magazine. I usually like to give my, in the normal campaign, like to give my grenadiers the free reload gun upgrade. This is one of those situations where this would be trivially a shot if we had free reloads. I think we take the shot though. We have enough bullets to shoot next turn, which is the crucial turn. And if we actually manage to even just put non-lethal damage on this priest, it makes next turn so much easier. Odds are we're just going to miss and do 2 damage here, but even that much damage guarantees a kill with some of our weapons, so I think this is... Okay, we hit, but he dodged.
Voy a necesitar recargar pronto.
That's actually not bad. He's on 5 damage now, so now I believe he's guaranteed lethal from a hit from any of our guns, right? At 6 to 8, at 6 life, a hit from either the shotgun or the sniper rifle was lethal. I think now a hit from any weapon is lethal. Oof, we woke these guys up at the same time. Okay, well, the good news is still a lot of civilians alive. The other good news is these guys grouped up really nicely. we're about to be able to shoot a very effective grenade.
Drink wasn't easy, but the good stuff was still floating around out there in the territories. All highly illegal, of course. If you couldn't trade for it, you could always try your luck in the abandoned cities. A lot of people disappeared chasing vices of the old.
You gotta move up a little bit.
Then.
We gotta move up, but I gotta be careful not to make myself flankable. So if we grenade these guys, we're gonna destroy all of the cover for these two. I'm trying to figure out what exactly needs to happen this turn. We definitely need to kill the robot. And I need to start making moves toward having an actual flank on the rest of our enemies. So I think I'm gonna do this. We're going to put damage on this robot, make him killable by just about everything. We're going to have Reyes move up so that she has the good grenade shot, and we're going to fire a grenade into these guys. We have to finish off this robot. It's not a great thing for Zhang to have to do. And she's going to have really, really good shots on these guys once we clean up their cover. So who's killing the robot? I think it's you. I think it's probably you. Gosh, I hope it's you. This makes me flankable by some of these guys, but a lot of these guys are going to be dead. That guy doesn't, flanking doesn't have any effect on the flamethrower shot anyway, I believe. We have to make sure that we get these kills, but I think we can be pretty sure that we'll get those kills, because we have Zhang and Bradford available to clean up these two. And the priest probably won't shoot me anyway. He'll probably try to do some, priesty stuff. I think this is a safe move. Is it a better idea than just moving to here? I guess we could just move over to here. My thought with wrapping around this side was that it makes it a little bit easier to move up to here against these guys next turn. But I guess we'll just stay on this side. It's safe enough. Please don't miss the 94. Okay. Robot down, and that means that... Oh! This is not a position that I can move Reyes into. She's got to be where Bradford is. Well... we can move Bradford to here. Yeah, we're going to have to move Bradford to here. Alright, swap over to Reyes. Get Reyes up against the truck. Nope, she can't move there either. That's weird. She can move to here, and from here she can move to there, and that would be fine. But she couldn't move to here. That's very strange. I'm concerned this guy's a faceless now. This civilian is affecting our movement in strange ways. My biggest concern with moving her up against this part of the car is the stun lancers that we know to be in that truck. I'm a little worried that that position is stun lanceable. But she has to get... How much closer does she have to get to hit the shot we want? Quite a bit. She does actually have to run all the way up to here, I think, to get the shot. So maybe she gets stun lanced. Would not be ideal. But there it is. That's the shot we want. Look at how good that is. Alright, let's figure this out. So the Purifier is probably more important to kill than the Trooper. Yeah, I think that's true. Also, blowing up the guy who explodes, probably a good idea in the early going to see if we could, if he was just barely in range of anybody. It looks like he was not. Then we finish this guy off, no question. If she's not going to move before firing, she may as well... Oh, she has a free reload. That's why she was able to reload and fire, because she has the free reload things. There's no reason for her to reload now. So yeah, we just take the shot. 97% chance for a kill here.
Kill confirmed.
I'll be honest with you, I'm a little disappointed that Bradford's hair trigger didn't proc there, because he would have been able to get some other stuff done as well. Alright, this guy's going to engage the shield. The shield is not enough health for this unit to survive a hit from any of our weapons, so that's not a big deal. The stun lancer that could have potentially hit Reyes has decided to do nothing. Nothing dangerous to us, at least. Ah, but they are going to just kill multiple civilians per turn. I suppose that's a plan. Is he also going to shoot a civilian? No, he's going to buff this other unit. Okay, I don't know exactly what Holy Warrior does, but I do know that we could kill this guy to end it.
We ran into some of their first troops that day outside the bar. I was pretty confident we'd come out on top, but even I was impressed by how well we handled these guys.
See, Bradford talking all overconfident is why we lost last time. Well, I think we gotta move forward. We gotta get closer to them. So even though this is only half cover instead of full, I think this is the right move. So here's the question. Can we kill... Where did the shield bearer is pretty deep. We may not be able to kill the shield bearer. If we could, that would be the play. Kill the shield bearer to lower this guy down to 1 actual health again, and then just stock him. But with things being as they are, it's the wrong button. We gotta worry about the stun lancer that we know is over here. We gotta worry about this dude with his holy warrior status. Okay, let's do this first. I want to reveal this other stun lancer. No, we can't see him from here? Weird. Okay. Well, it seems like the, well, that is the shield bearer. It seems like the holy warrior is giving him extra health. He doesn't naturally have that much health. And potentially also extra damage, I would guess. So let's see if we can kill the priest from here. I really want to save the minigunner for the shield bearer so that we can remove his armor. Oh, okay. Psychic feedback damage. Turns out we killed all the enemies there. Well, that's pretty interesting. Okay, Bradford has a shot, and even though it's really far away, this guy's just standing in the open. This is what I was really looking for here, was a way for somebody to get vision on this guy so that we could shoot at him with the sniper, but it turns out that won't be necessary. And Bradford got a free action. He doesn't really need it. I don't have anything to do with it. I'm going to reload with it, I think. We don't actually know where the rest of the enemies are. There's definitely somewhere out there at least one faceless. Oh wait, we haven't seen any facelesses since we restarted the mission, have we? So there's 2 faceless somewhere. Seems like a fine time to reload. And you don't need to reload, so I think I'm going to have you move up and pistol overwatch since you get free reloads anyway. I could have battle scanned here. Okay, that's where that guy went. I could have battle scanned, but damage is good. Okay, now this guy's at 2 health, so he's dead on the next minigun shot against him no matter what.
The slightest clue what these Advent goons were barking about back then. Not that it mattered. The more of them we took out, the more I started to see that with the right people, there was still a chance we could make a difference out here.
Also, maybe we'll just hit him through the wall. That works. Okay, so I hear the faceless transforming. Yep, there we are. Alright, there's still... We've saved 1 civilian. There's still 7 healthy civilians out here on the map. Move up to this position, which will hopefully give us vision of whatever other enemy we have to deal with. Well, I certainly don't want to move forward any more than this. We'll just have Reyes stick with him.
A ello voy.
Put them both in Overwatch. You can reload.
Empieza la fiesta. Te haré caso.
I'm covering.
Oh, okay. More than one faceless transformed at the same time is what happened. Oh, I think we've left him alive with 1 health, but if he runs close enough to Bradford, he's just going to get hit with the sword. Well, that wasn't very smart. We know those guys have, like, a very impressive melee range. I don't know why he didn't just stand back and handle it. Okay, and it turns out if you kill all the Advent, all the civilians who are left alive stay alive.
But fully intact. I couldn't really complain about the outcome.
It wasn't super clean. It works, but I don't feel great about it.
We were able to pull some usable armor vests and PCS components from the Advent units near the bar, but there was no sign of anything I recognized from XCOM.
Alright, so... Ranger will replace his Mimic Beacon with Hellweave armor. I gotta say, I don't like replace Mimic Beacon. So we can just get some basic armor for people. Hellweave armor, I believe, gives you some extra health and makes it so that if people hit you in melee, they get caught on fire or something. The plated vest is, I believe, health and armor. Like, a lot of this stuff is fine, but we're trading out stuff that's... Honestly, the only thing we're trading out here that I care about at all is the Mimic Beacon, but I do care about the Mimic Beacon. And I really like the idea of us having some extra stats. In particular, extra move speed on our specialists is good. Extra health on the Grenadiers not so important. I kind of wish we could get speed on them as well. Agility's not very good either. Extra aim for the sharpshooters, pretty good. I guess we'll take this one. I don't think either one of these is super strong. Okay, Bradford finally picked up Run and Gun. Run and Gun is one of the best abilities in the game. It's the best thing about Rangers, and I've been really feeling the lack of it. So now, once every, I think it's a 3-turn cooldown, once every 3 turns, Bradford will be able to double move and take an action, which is huge for setting up flanks. Zane got Death from Above, which gives you extra aim when you're above people. Rojas now has extra charges on the medkit, which is useful. Yeah, we don't get mouse overs on anything in this screen, huh? That's a shame. Heavy Ordnance is an extra grenade slot, I believe. Hollow targeting means that when Malika shoots at people, she puts a debuff on them that increases everybody else's aim against them, even if she misses, which is awesome. Advanced Conditioning and a Plasma Grenade. Reyes gets, more grenades. And our grenades got upgraded to Plasma, which is nice. And then we picked up a Psi Operative, which is exciting. I don't actually know what all the Psi abilities do, because I didn't use the Psi Troopers a lot, but I know that Stasis is very powerful. So this next mission should be a lot of fun, but unfortunately, I think we have run out of time for today. I'm going to load into the next mission so that we actually see the mission start audio, and then we'll quit out for the day.
Past the bar on the outskirts of town was the freight yard. And according to the map, this was where the sanctuary was supposed to be. We found some old trail markers, symbols people called the Hobo Code back in the day. None of us actually knew what the signs meant, but we got the distinct impression we were being warned to steer clear. We had already come too far, and if the aliens had gotten to these people, we had to know for sure.
Alright, it was important to get that...
In operation since the war
Hold on.
started. With few exceptions, interstate commerce had all but ground to a halt by this point. I'm sure the old boxcars made for a tempting place to hide when the aliens rolled up on the town. Unfortunately, if anyone had survived, there was no sign of them when we showed up. I can't say we weren't disappointed. There was no sanctuary here, and if there ever was, the aliens had done their worst.
I forgot about my favorite part about XCOM 2, interrupting Bradford. It was important for us to see that mission start VO, because we're not going to see it again, because this one is going to go down perfectly smoothly tomorrow. That's going to be it for us for today, though. Thank you all so much for watching. Come back tomorrow to see us clear this rail yard. No casualties, no mistakes. It's going to be like clockwork. And we'll see you then.